Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and continually teach us this truth. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect that's laboring in his word and truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this could be an edifying video, and it's going to be a real quick hitter. All right, as you see, I got this up. It says New York City turns red on the eve of America's 250th birthday. And this is a sign, okay? When the Venezuelan earthquake happened, you had immediately after, the sky was blood red. Okay, it looked like this, but it was more like cloudy and you know, but it was about the same color. It was just more cloudy. But, you know, this is a major sign, man. You know, and we pretty much got a heat wave going on where it's super hot. You had a U.S., what's it called? Some kind of Independence Day rally, whatever, in Washington, D.C. It got canceled because of the extreme heat, you know? So when I saw this, I immediately thought of, let me grab it. This is Luke chapter 21, verse 11. Actually, go there. Okay. Yeah, I'll start there. It says, and great earthquakes, I'm going to start at verse 9. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. So, you know, we've been in this time of hearing of wars and commotions, but the end is not yet. Okay, there's still other prophecies that has to play out before Yahweh Shai come. The main ultimate prophecy being the MOTB. Okay, the mark of the BEAST, which is the CHIP. Okay, so that has to come, and then we can expect World War III to go nuclear not too long after that. And then, you know, before the nukes touch down on the soils of Babylon the Great, we can expect Yahweh Shai to come and save the elect, Lord willing, we're of the elect. Okay, and that would mean that we're delivered from the second death, because that is the second death, the nuclear war. Okay, that's the fire, man. All right, the earth ain't gonna explode. Ain't gonna be no meteor that's gonna crash into the earth. You know, that is the way the Lord is going to bring the second death, through nuclear war. All right. So reading on, and since I spoke on that, Finland has now changed their stance on having nuclear weapons on their soil. And the former president of Russia, he pretty much said how Finland just got themselves on the Russian nuclear target list by doing that. Okay, but reading on, then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. So we're seeing that happen right now. All right, we're seeing, you know, alliances being formed because the whole world can feel and see that a major world war is inevitable. Okay, you dumbass Americans, all right, you don't see what's going on because you don't pay attention to anything. All you focus on is folly. Okay. But, 1 second. So lock in. Verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. So there's going to be great earthquakes, okay, which we've constantly been seeing this. All right, the earthquakes in Venezuela. You had some in California. You had some in I know it was one in Indonesia yesterday or the day before yesterday, like a 5.9. All right. You have them, pretty much just happening everywhere, man. That's a sign from the Lord, man. Whether it's Esau using his machines or not, the Heavenly Father green lights everything that happens. Nothing happens without him green lighting it. Yahweh Shai even said a sparrow, which is, a bird, doesn't die unless the Heavenly Father sanctions it. Okay? So even if Esau is doing this, the Lord is doing it. Matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. All right, it's been a little minute since I read it. But like I said, quick video though, Lord willing. Where's it at? Is it Matthew 10? If I have to type it in, I will. Yep, here we go. Matthew chapter 10, verse, matter of fact, let me see what it says in the blue letter. I'm going to jump back to this Luke 21. What verse was it? About 30. This Matthew chapter 10, verse 29. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a farthing, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father? So reading in the NLT, what is the price of 2 sparrows? 1 copper coin, but not a single sparrow can fall to the ground without your Father knowing it. So pretty much, something as what we would consider as small as a bird doesn't die unless the Heavenly Father sanctions it. Okay? That's what that means. I was trying to see what maybe some other translation said, but that's what that means. So pretty much the Most High, he's in control of everything. The scriptures say, shall there be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it? Okay, scriptures do say that. So Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai is responsible for everything that happens in the earth. So at the end of the day, even if Esau is doing, weather manipulation and stuff like that, if he's making this heat wave happen, which is worse in Europe, and they're talking about it can put a strain on the power grid, and, you got the mayor in New York telling people to put their thermostat on 78 so they don't kill the power grid. Like, that's hot, But, let me get back into that Luke 21, Salakia. Like I say, I don't want to make it too long, so let's read that again. Wrap it up. All right, back in Luke chapter 21, verse 11, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places and famines. And we're seeing, the build up for the famines, because they're saying by the end of this month or early August, the reserves will be empty if the Strait of Hormuz is not open. So we're about to see oil going, which would mean what? Gas prices will go up before it gets completely empty. And that will cause everything else to go up, because plane tickets will go up, train tickets will go up, bus tickets will go up. Okay, food, period, groceries will go up. So, it's about to get bad, man. And you people celebrating and I'm seeing bitches talking about, I'm going to get so drunk on the 4th. Like, you people just clueless to what's going on, man. So, fuck you people. Fuck you people, man. I hope a major Black Swan event happened today, man. Lord willing, something big happens. But it says, in pestilences, which we're seeing that, okay, they're now talking about this parasitic bug they found it in a second state now, where it causes nonstop diarrhea, something like that. All right. And you got these other viruses popping up They're talking about the norovirus off the coast of California. It's a cruise ship they had to lock down. Ebola was found in France. So we going to see what happens with this Ebola if that continues to spread. And other pestilence. Okay? Because the Lord said he will smite Egypt with plagues as before. And I'm seeing this heat wave is a plague that, the Lord is sending on Babylon. It says, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be in heaven. So that's the point. Great signs shall there be in heaven. This is a sign, man. This is a sign. Okay? The Lord is about to destroy this bitch. You're at the end of your kingdom, Esau. And we can see it. It's over for this nigga. The curses is coming upon the heathens, man. You Edomites, it's raps for you. You had your time. Time and chance happeneth unto all. I'm going to grab this. Actually, yeah, I'll grab this. This, Sirach chapter 25, verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. We're seeing the fall of Esau, Edom. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. We got next. We're seeing the end of this nigga. Okay? It's over for this nigga, man. This nigga had his time. So we seeing the fall of him. And the Lord is showing signs, man. All right? And that's, once again, that's a major sign. And there's a lot happening right now. We're in the calm before the storm. All right? You had 100 countries attended the funeral of the former supreme leader, Khamenei, right? That was assassinated, that he was murdered by Babylon and those tiny tops. So the whole world is beginning to look at the West, mainly Babylon and them tiny tops, as the problem. All right? You have isolated yourself from the world, man. And this nigga BB was calling, he called Trump talking about, pretty much how, America's 250 years, congratulating him and saying that he's going to come out here soon. So, you know what that means. When BB come out here, you already know what that means. All right? So, just want to do this quick video. Like I said, nothing too long. The signs is there. Esau is done. All right, we're going to continue to watch and see what happens, man. Lord willing, something big happens today. But with that, shalom.